Hello, pre-med stars. This is Corey again. So the question is, how do I shadow a doctor as a pre-medical student? And so I know you're sitting there thinking like, I'm a pre-medical student. How do I approach a doctor? How do I get shadowing experiences? What do I do? What's the steps to doing this? And so there's many steps to doing this. And so one of the common things I hear a lot of people do is, let's say you have a family physician or a physician that you see. And so that's a great first start. You know, you already see them on a regular basis. So you can just ask them, just go up to them and tell them, like, I know you're my doctor. I'm interested in becoming a physician. Do you mind if I shadow you? And a lot of times they'll say yes. But if you don't have a doctor, or if let's say your doctor did not let you go, and then one other thing you can do, and kind of what I tell students to do, is to, let's say there's a hospital in your town or your area, is go up to your hospital. But make sure you come. I tell people, make sure you go dressed up. And so I look at it as a job interview. Even though it's not a job interview, you kind of consider it as a job interview. So go dressed to impress. And so if you're dressed up, they'll take you a lot more seriously. And like, you know what, this person, they really do want to become a doctor. And kind of just go to the secretary or whoever they might address you at the beginning, and just ask them, are any physicians who are willing to take on students to allow shadowing? And so when they see you kind of dressed up and you're interested, and a lot of times they want to help our pre-medical students, because we've all been in that situation. They've all been in a situation, and one of the things you have to do as a pre-med is shadow physicians. So a lot of times the physicians are more than welcome to have pre-med students shadow them. But just make sure that you're not just so narrow in your doctors that you want to shadow. And so that's another key thing I hear a lot of students do is, I only want to shadow in neurosurgery because I want to be a neurosurgeon. And so never ever turn down an opportunity to shadow a physician. Let's say there's not a neurosurgeon available at the time, but there's another doctor who is, let's say it's an internal medicine doctor who is more than welcome to let you shadow them. Shadow that internal medicine doctor. At this point, as a pre-medical student, what you want to do, you want to become a doctor. You're not becoming a neurosurgeon, you're becoming a doctor. And so you can really learn from any specialty. And so make sure that if any specialty or if any doctor lets you shadow them and they're willing to take you, make sure you take the opportunity. And so never turn on any opportunity. And so when time does come where you do get to shadow that neurosurgeon, it will come. And whenever that comes, make sure you maximize on that also. But shadowing for any level and as a pre-med student is very critical and very key. And when the medical schools look at your application, they're going to want to see that you're shadowing physicians. And this goes with the same question as the one before. They want to see consistency. And so for people who come in with high GPAs and high MCAT, but they've never shadowed a physician, they don't know what medicine is, they just have the academics, schools don't want that. And so they want to see someone who really has a passion for helping others and who actually knows what the profession of medicine is. And so shadowing and working with a physician is probably one of the closest things to doing that. And so whatever it is, just make sure you can try to find a way to shadow a physician. Another way, I kind of forgot, another way you can do is a lot of times the different schools, they may have a pre-medical advisor who sets up, or who may have physicians that kind of work with students. And so you can ask them also, or you can, different summer programs, they also have built in where you can shadow physicians. But there are a lot of physicians to shadow. You just got to just go out. And if someone says no, just continue to ask. Don't be scared of no. Just continue to ask, and someone will say yes, and you will become a doctor.